Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Shakespeare here again. It's the 24th now of August 2022. Well, it is where I am. I'm here with Liz Cross, Psychic Medium, and a remote viewer. How are we doing today, Liz?
Wow, I'm absolutely astonished that you're still awake. It's past midnight where you are now.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. I want you to get a connection with a company called Seimens, which is a German company.
Oh,
Particularly, I want you to get into their energy division, Siemens Energy, please.
ooh, okay, very powerful. Okay.
You can see the screen here where it says hydrogen solutions, can't you? So they are working on hydrogen as a source of fuel for cars, vehicles, etc. Can we ask them how that, as of today, how that's currently going, progressing?
They're making great progress. They want to be able to have hydrogen-powered planes, vehicles, boats, everything by 2028.
Okay, can you put them forward now till the end of the 30th of December 2025, please?
Okay, so let's go December 30th, 2025, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, what would you like to know?
How's the rollout of hydrogen vehicles been so far?
How's the rollout of hydrogen vehicles been so far? It hasn't.
It hasn't.
No.
Okay, what is the delay?
Safety concerns.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, can we go to the end of same day in 2028?
Okay, December 30th, 2028, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, what would you like to know?
Same question. How's the rollout been of hydrogen powered vehicles?
How's the rollout been of hydrogen powered vehicles? It stopped. There is no rollout.
When did it stop?
25.
Why did it stop?
Too complicated. I feel there's a lot of government resistance.
Is that German government resistance or?
Overall, world government resistance.
Okay. Why would there be government resistance to hydrogen?
Because they make a lot of money off of oil and gas.
Okay.
Taxes.
So what's happened to electric vehicles then?
What's happened to electric vehicles? I feel like they're not as popular as they should be. There's a lot of problems. They're very difficult to build. There's, a supply issue. They're becoming more expensive.
Is that to do with the lithium batteries by any chance?
Yes.
So I don't know if you know, but I think it takes about 500,000 tons of earth or something like that to make enough to mine enough lithium for one battery.
I did not know that. 500. That can you check that?
I will do. Yeah, it's something like
500,000. Okay, so we all know where we need to be putting our money. How many tons of lithium does it take to make a battery? Sorry about the delay, guys, but this is important. I did not know that. That is interesting.
What's that?
It says it contains about 8 kilograms of lithium. but it doesn't actually. How many pounds does it take? 25 pounds of lithium, 60 pounds of nickel, and 44 pounds of manganese, 30 pounds of cobalt, 200 pounds of copper, 400 pounds of aluminium, UK pronunciation, steel, and plastic. The first four ingredients are from limited sources and will continue to rise in cost. The problem is that I'm getting from this hydrogen solution is that water is essentially free, okay? And there, if you recycle water and you figure out how to recycle it very well, then you will definitely cut out a lot of the government collection on taxes on all of these things. Every time you buy and sell these minerals, these materials, every time you pay someone to mine the earth, every time you sell an electric vehicle, you know, you're getting the taxes, yes, but it's not nearly the amount that they collect from all of these other services. Okay, so oil, gas, car parts, you know, engines and all of that. They collect so much more.
Yeah.
The world cannot go electric.
No. Well, this is the problem. I don't know. I think it's, I'm not sure it's, I've seen the figure 500,000 a few times. I can't remember if it's pounds of it or tons, but I mean, it's shocking how much. And this is why I was probing, wanted to find out about the hydrogen solution, because obviously, you know, if the batteries are not the solution, which I don't think they are, then is hydrogen the solution? Bear in mind that big oil doesn't want to lose itself, so big oil is quite happy with the hydrocarbons of diesel and petrol, gasoline.
Okay, let's move the Earth out 100 years. Okay, so let's go August. What are we today? 23rd. You're 24th. August 23rd. August 23rd. 21, 22. 21:22, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Are we still in existence? Yes, we're still in existence. You'll all be happy to know that. Are we using electric vehicles? No. We are using solar power.
Oh.
Are they using solar power vehicles and they're harvesting that energy somehow from space? Yes. So I feel that they're going to find a way to harvest that energy with platforms and things in space, and then somehow they managed an energy exchange and they send it down to us. Now, guys, I don't know, right? I can only give you what they're giving to me. But it does look like we have completely abandoned electric vehicles. They're now like a luxury, you know, kind of like an old car, a collector's item. And they're very difficult to maintain. Are we still mining lithium? We're not still mining lithium like we were. We've had to stop that. What questions do you have?
For the Earth in 100 years?
Yes.
Are hydrocarbons, is crude oil still being mined?
Is crude oil still being mined? Yes, it is still being mined, but it's not powering vehicles.
Okay.
But it is still being mined. It's almost like it's being mined just to create reserves.
Right. I found the context of that 500,000. It's not tons. It's basically 500,000 gallons of water per ton of lithium mined. So that's the problem. It was consuming all the water. It does consume all the water. This is the problem. So
was our invention or our pursuit of the electric vehicle a good invention or a bad one? It turns out to be a very bad invention. It strips the earth too much. We have got to come up with something that doesn't strip the earth of any resources. Now, again, with water, you have to be able to recycle that water through a vehicle, recycle that water through the plane. Okay. You have to be able to constantly recycle it without having to constantly fill it up. Now, of course, you can change the water out every so often, just like we change the oil in our car. But what you don't want to do is to have to keep filling your tank full of water, right? All the time, because then again, we're stripping the earth. It has to be a recycled energetic solution.
yeah. Well, on one of our previous probes, this was the space energy, which of course essentially is some form of photoatomic. So that is some kind of not solar panel type thing as we understand it now, but because that's not actually that efficient at the moment, but maybe in the future, that's where it's going. Yeah.
And after that video, somebody actually contacted me and they text me saying, well done, by the way. And they said, are you able to look at some Space Energy Incorporated? Space Energy Incorporated. Are they on the stock market? Let's have a look. I'm sorry again for the delay. Space Energy, but we never know where we're going with these probes.
We don't.
Space Energy Incorporated. It is an actual company. She said it was. Thank you, by the way. I know you're listening. Thank you. The current, Space Energy. Well, I'm getting like Virgin Galactic Holdings. Space Energy stock price. Okay. So the current Space Energy, it's unclaimed. I don't even know what that means. This may be something that we need to look into, right?
Okay.
Space Energy. So somehow they managed to harvest the solar or energy from space, solar energy, and they make it work. But when I'm looking out 100 years, we have completely destroyed the earth. You know what I mean? Like, we're now in repair mode. And I feel like are we still using plastic? No, plastic is outlawed. Plastic is outlawed, people. 100 years from now, plastic is completely gone. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. We should do a probe on just plastic alone. Somebody actually suggested we did a probe on the oceans to see how much plastic was in the oceans, move the oceans forward, and see how badly they're polluted. So we can definitely do that. Let's try to do that this week.
Okay. Space Energy Inc. is a company based in Korea.
Okay. So for all of our listeners out there, we're looking for space energy or types of solar energy stock prices. Okay. Why? Because you want to get in early. Those people that got in early on Bitcoin, man, they're $21,000 Bitcoin is nothing to them. You think that they care when they bought Bitcoin for pennies? No, they don't. So we want to do the same thing. And it may be the fact that we don't benefit from it directly if we buy 100 shares of whatever and it's really cheap right now, but it could be that our family, our children, our grandchildren, they benefit from it. So there's no harm in buying a few shares here and there And, that's how people strike it big, people that bought Apple shares a long time ago, or Tesla shares, or whatever, Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Hang on just one second. So for anybody that does have any suggestions for these space stocks, we can certainly look into them, and just drop us a comment on the YouTube or on the Patreon or on the Discord. Patreon is Remote Viewing and Beyond, and my website is psychiclizcross.com. Thank you, Mr. Shakespeare. This has been interesting, and I'm sure you're going to go to bed now because it is so late for you, but we appreciate you staying up so late to help us. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.